Hi, I'm Chef Danie and welcome to Capone's Kitchen. On today's show we're going to make seafood scampi, but to start with we're going to make a cheese bread with sauteed onions. So come right back after this to see how we get it all done. Welcome back. We're going to start by making our appetizer, which is our cheese bread with sauteed onions. So we need to saute the onions first. We're going to chop the onion, and the best way to chop the onion is to cut both ends. That end and that end. Pull this peel off, and then you want to take your knife and you want to just cut just through the outer skin and peel this outside edge off. It actually takes the top layer off of the onion, and there you go. I'll toss that, and we're going to cut this in half. Now normally we would cut it into small pieces, but we want to have some kind of long pieces to go on our cheese bread, so we're just going to cut it into little half rounds. Make sure to watch the fingers. All right. Now we're going to get our pan on, and we're going to get some extra virgin olive oil in there, just a little bit, and some garlic. Now we're going to put that into the pan. Now we want to let our onions cook down just a little bit. It's probably going to take about, I'd say about 3 or 4 minutes in the pan. You want to see them start to caramelize, and then we're going to put them on top of our wonderful cheese bread. All right, our onions have been sauteing for 2 or 3 minutes, and you can see they've gotten a beautiful golden color. Now they're ready for us to build our cheese bread. So we're gonna go do that. All right, we have our onions sauteed. We're gonna sit them right over here, and we're gonna build our cheese bread. Now, you can pick up some dough at the grocery store, pizza dough, bread dough, or you can certainly come down to Capone's. We'll be more than happy to sell you a little. You're going to take the dough, it needs to be at room temperature. You're going to play with it for just a little while and kind of get it flattened out. Now at home you would have to roll this out with a rolling pin, but we're going to put it through our dough machine. And when it comes out, we're going to put it on top of a screen, and we're going to cut around the edges because we just want a small appetizer. This is not for a meal, it's just to have before our meal. And we're going to dock it with a docker. Now what a docker does is it makes holes in the bread just so it'll keep the bread from puffing up. We don't want the bread to puff up and then all the toppings fall off the bread. We want to keep them on the bread. All right, we're going to come over here, and the first thing we're going to do is prepare our bread, which we need something on the bottom, and we're going to use clarified butter. You can use olive oil if you'd like, but the butter gives it a little extra flavor, and with the onions it's really good. Now we're going to take our onions and garlic, we're going to spread them across the bread, and they smell wonderful. All right, we're going to top that with a little bit of mozzarella, not a whole lot, just a little bit. And then we're going to put some gorgonzola cheese. Now, gorgonzola is an Italian version of a blue cheese, but it's way better. So you want to try out the gorgonzola cheese. You can pick some up at your local store. Sprinkle this across the top. Now, when this bread comes out of the oven, we're going to top it with some crab meat because we're serving it with our seafood scampi. But we don't want to bake the crab meat in the oven, it'll just dry it out. So we're going in the oven now at 450. And we're going to let that cook for about 5 or 10 minutes.
surprising? Get this, Diet Dew has all the intensity of regular Dew, but none of the calories.
There's an all-new Diet Dew Ultraviolet, a new mixed berry flavor, only for a limited time.
Our cheese bread should be done and ready to come out of the oven, so let's go check it. And it is, it's beautiful. And there we have it. We're going to take it right over here and we're going to cut it up. Let's cut it into small pieces because it's easier for an appetizer. And we're going to top it with our crab meat. Now the crab meat is going to cook just a little on top of here because of the warmth of the pizza, but we didn't want to put it in the oven and dry the crab meat out. Okay, we're going to slide that off onto a plate and we should be good to go. There we go. That is our cheese bread with sauteed onions and crab.